Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to Marathon Wednesday. And this week we've got a viewer's request. It's actually from Simon from Return to Vinyl. And he said, why don't you do Gwar? Now Gwar are an American heavy metal band, but known for elaborate stage performances, costumes, and some rather grotesque figures. It's earned them a loyal following, and a reputation as one of the most distinctive acts in the genre. So they were formed in Richmond, Virginia back in 1984 by Dave Brocky, who took on the name Ordus Urungus, Hunter Jackson, who became Techno Destructo, Chuck Varga, who becomes Sex Executioner. Dave Brocky, the lead vocalist, became the frontman and the face of Gwar with his outlandish character, Udrus Orungus, an intergalactical barbarian. They've had various people in the band and they all take on these lines. Sadly, some of them are no longer with us. I think that some of them have passed on. So they have released 15 albums in their career. So we'll have a look at them today. I'd never heard much of them. I knew of them, but I hadn't really heard their stuff. So this was a bit of a rabbit hole. So coming in at number 15 from 2012, it's their 12th album, and it's called The Bloody Pit of Horror. Now, on here is Dave Brocky, or Odorous Orangutangus on lead vocals, Corey Smoot, Flatus Maximus on lead guitar, Mike Dirks, Balsac, Jaws of Death on rhythm guitars, Casey Orr, Beefcake and Mighty on the bass, and Brad Roberts, Jimat Degusha on drums. So, the first track is called Zombie March. It's hard to understand what's going on because the singing is more of a shouting. There's some decent riffs on it, but that's all you can really hear. Come the Carnival. I love the singing on here. It is, you can hear it. It's hard, it's dark and dingy. It's quite a fun little track. A Gathering of Ghouls. I like the drumming on this. It's good old-fashioned power metal stuff, that is. I like that one. Storm is coming. A little bit repetitive on the word. Storm is coming, so you lose interest. Tick ticks. Tick tits. I love the riff on this. The singing's a little bit... Beat You to Death, lovely title. Vocals by Beefcake the Mighty. So it's an absolutely killer track. I just love his vocals on this. They're great, and it's a great killer riff. You Are My Meat, one of the more melodic tracks on this album. Yeah, it's quite good, that one is. Hail Genocide. This is full on in your face from the minute you hear it. We've got the shouty vocal, which you don't need to shout. Just sing powerful, but this doesn't do for me. Then we have KZ Necromancer. Lots going on here, a little bit too busy. I'm not a big fan of that one. Litany of the Slain, an interesting vocal, but weird, and it's okay. Sick and Twisted, the last track. It's more bass and drums on this with some that are interesting, and it's got a nice riff. Now this isn't at the bottom because it is a bad album. I just prefer the others. It's got some really good tracks on here. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 4.8. Okay, coming in at number 13 is number 14 is the 13th album, Battle Maximus from 2013. It was the first album to feature new guitarist Brent Purgeson of Cannabis Corpse, and a new Jameson Lord on the bass, which was Pultus Maximus, and it was the last to feature Dave Brocky as Udrus Ungerang due to Brocky's death of a heroin overdose in March of 2014. So you've got Udrus Urangus, Pulsus Maximus, Bolsack, the Jaws of Death. We've got the Beefcake, the Mighty, and Jamak de Gusha on as well. So we've got an intro, bit of speech, some bits of guitars, which goes into the madness at the core of time. Crash, bang, wallop, drumming. It's melodic, the guitars. Sometimes the drummer, drummers lose their place in this sort of still, but oh no, not Brad Roberts. Really good drumming on that. Bloodbath, yeah, isn't too. It's okay. The drums are good again. It's just 100 miles an hour stuff. Nothing Left Alive. Driving Riffs, another fine performance on the drums. The drumming in this album is pretty good. They Swallowed the Sun. It's all getting a little bit repetitive on this one. Torture. It repeats the word torture so much you just get fed up with it. It's a shame because it's got a decent riff behind it. Don't like the title of this, Raped at Birth. It's got a good solo on it. Bone Snapper. Vocals by Bone Snapper. Someone can actually sing. It's quite good. I like that. Mr. Perfect. It's just in your face with the vocals. But my favourite track on here is the title track, which is an instrumental, Battle Maximus. This shows what decent musicians they actually are. The guitar work on this is super. Triumph of the Pig Children. Not too bad. Decent riffs, you can hear the singing on it. Falling, this is it's a very short track, it's 2 minutes 49, but it's a mixture of more melodic sounds and then it goes into power metal. Really good track, my second favourite on the album. And Fly Now, not a big fan of the content. It's not, I don't like the words, not the sort of thing I want to listen to. So that was the last track. It's not a bad album. It's got some cut bit tracks that repeat themselves. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 13, we have the 15th and most current album released in 2022, and it's called The New Dark Ages. So it's a new lineup, of course. We've got Michael Bishop on vocals now, and he goes under the Blather the Berserker. Mick Dirks is Bolsack, the Jaws of Death, on rhythm guitar and ukulele. Bob Gorman, Bow Snapper, the Cave Troll, backing vocals. Matt McGuire, Saulberg Destructo, co-lead vocals. Casey Orr, Beefcake the Mighty. Brent Purgason, Pultus Maximus, and Brad Roberts on the drums, Jimak Deguska. First track is New Dark Age. I quite like this. The vocals are pretty good, this new guy Michael. Nice playing on it as well. Blood Libel. Interesting drumming on this one. They like the word sleep. There's little cymbals on here, and there's it sounds like he's playing it on a kiddie's drum kit. Interesting move. Berserker mode comes next. Just starts off with a great drum, the riffs come in, good old-fashioned power. Metalist. Right, this one's got swear in it, so excuse my French, it's called a motherfucker liar. And it's very melodic, but you don't need to swear all the time. Unto the Breach, my favourite track on here, very Black Sabbath, dark riffs. Great bass line on that one, that's a really good track. Excuse the French again, completely fucked. Good track. I don't think you need to swear as much as that, but this is this band, so yeah, a bit off-putting. The Cutter, all of a sudden when we're going at 4,000 miles an hour on the drums, and then he slows it down without missing a beat. Brilliant how he's done that. Rise Again, my second favourite track on here. Love the riffs, dirty, gritty, nothing wrong with that one. The beast will eat itself. Bit of a filler, it doesn't go anywhere, it meanders. Venom of the Platypus. There's some keyboard on here. It doesn't sound too bad. Ratcatcher is another good track. Some nice, good old-fashioned heavy metal, that is. Nothing wrong with that one. Bored to Death. It's a bit repetitive. It sounds like everything else on the album, I'm afraid. Bit of a filler, that one. Temple Ascent, Death of the Whistle Suite. It's a very short thing, lots of driving riffs. I think it's an idea that they run out of ideas for. Starving Gods, Death Whistle Suite, Part 2. It doesn't continue from Temple Ascent, it's different. And it gets on too long. I'm not a fan of that. And then the last bit, Deus es Monstrum, Death Ride Suite. It's 10 minutes long, but the first 8 minutes are just lots of noises, nothing coherent. And you get a little bit of guitar. It's not brilliant, I will say. That last bit at the end, it really doesn't need to be there. You know, the Death Whistle Suite, it's just a very disjointed thing. Some of the other tracks are good, but I'm going to give this one an RTR ranking, a 5.5. Okay, coming in at number 12. Sixth album from 1997, Carnival of Chaos. We have got Odorous Urangus on lead vocals, Flatibus Maximus on lead guitar and backing vocals, Bolsack the Jaws of Death on rhythm guitar, Beefcake the Mighty on bass, Jimac de Gusto on drums, Techno Destructo on lead vocals on a couple of the tracks, and Silmenstra Hyman, which is Daniela Stamp on lead vocals as well on Don't Need a Man. First track is a little thing called Penguin Attack. It's one of my favourite openings of a Gwar album. Love the guitar work on this. Let's Blame the Lightman. I don't understand what the lyrics going on about, but the drumming is really good. Some nice quirky guitar bits as well. First rule is, I love the change of pace through this. It goes from heavy to a melodic, really works. Sammy, it's a little bit too long, it's just coming under 7 minutes. Although the change of tempo of the drum helps, it sort of meanders in the middle. I do like the marching drum bit in the middle though. Endless Acopolis. Such a catchy riff. I love the drumming on this. That's a pretty decent track. Billy Badass, sorry. Interesting. The drum on this is good. Lots of squeaking noises on it. Hate Love Songs. This is vocals by Beefcake. My favourite track on here. It's a really punky song. It's got a great guitar solo on it. Letter from the Scallop Boat. Like this. I love the melodic drum beat on it. Excellent track. Preschool Prostitute. Too long, too boring. Nah, don't like it. If I Could Be That. It's not too bad. Inner Fear, really good track. It's got a rolling drum beat on it, and I don't mind tracks like that. Back to Iraq. The rolling drums is brilliant. Some excellent riffs on that one. I Suck on My Thumb. It's a different track. Lacks something. The Private Pain of Techno Destructo. Sung by Techno Destructo. Not bad. One of the better long tracks on here. Gonna Kill You. This is a dirge. Sex Cow is like a hillbilly. Doesn't fit on here. Antarctican Drinking Song. Strange. But not my favourite. Don't Need a Man Stamp solo. It's a lovely vocal from Sly Mr. Hyman. It's a jazzy blues, and it doesn't fit on the album, but I like this. Far too many tracks, 74 minutes in all. There's a lot of filler on here, but there are some good tracks, so I shall give this an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Not time for a drink. Okay then, coming in at number 11, we've got the 14th album from 2017. It's called The Blood of Gods. It was the first album without Dave Brocky, who had sadly passed away. It was the first that featured Michael Bishop, who had already been with the band. So on here we've got Bloodar the Berserker, Mike Bishop on lead vocals, Pultus Pustulus Maximus on lead guitar, Balsac the Jaws of Death, Jason Land is now the Beefcake the Mighty, Brad Roberts is Jimak the Gusha, Matt Maguire Sawbird Destructo, Bob Gorman is Bow Snapper. So the first track is a bit of a mini epic, 7 minutes and 21, called War on Gwar. I love the start of this. It's a pretty decent bass line. The rest of the band come in. It's one of their better, longer tracks. It doesn't seem long. It's got a lot in there. Really good. Viking Death Machine. I love the pace at the beginning. I like the distorted drum sound on it. One of the best tracks on the album. El Presidente. They all have a sing on this. It's a very good track. The drumming on this is incredible. It's sort of a start-stop and it really works. It's really good. My favourite track on here is a little thing called I'll Be Your Monster. It's very Motorhead and I like it. It's got a great guitar solo. Short, sharp track. Auroch. It's got a shouty vocal but you can hear what's going on. Swarm, a lovely start to this. I like the dialing through the radio dialer. You have these little orchestral bits and then the band comes in. Pretty good track, excellent riffs. The Sordid Quality of Sawbird Destructo, that's sung by him. Really heavy beat this is, great song. Death to Dickie Duncan featuring MC Chris. I don't like this track, it's the worst thing they ever recorded. Awful. Crushed by the Cross. This is sang by Pultus Maximus. The first 20 seconds are like a funeral home organ and then the band comes in. And the singer seems to be playing catch up with the rest of the band. It doesn't work. Excuse the French on this one. Fuck this place. Music is good. Don't like the lyrics, but I do like the guitar solo. Phantom Limb. Good track to end the album. It's loud, it's proud, it's got an excellent riff. Pretty solid album. I don't mind this. It was a good listen. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.3. Okay then, coming in at number 10, the 11th album from 2009, Lust in Pace. And it was the return of their former bassist Casey Orr, though he would later part ways with the band yet again. So this is Uderus Urangus on lead vocals, Flativus Maximus on lead guitar, Balsac the Jaws of Death on rhythm, Beefcake the Mighty, and Jimak the Gusta. Lust in Space. It's 6 minutes long, interesting start. This builds up, it starts melodic, and then halfway through an amazing drum comes in from Brad Roberts. It takes the song off in another direction, but it's good. Let Us Slay. It's just too much noise and I don't like the vocal delivery on that. Domination Under God, really good vocal delivery on this one. Lots of aggression in the music as well. I don't mind that. The Uberclaw comes next. Sort of carries on from the last track. It's got a really nice guitar solo on it as well. Lord and Masters. It's okay. The best bit of this one is the guitar solo. The rest of it's not very coherent. Metal Land. Interesting vocal delivery on this. It came in from a different angle and it works. The Price of Peace. It's more of a spoken word and it's very good. I like that. Where is Zog? Different title, isn't it? I think the drumming on this, it seems as if he's in his own little world because it doesn't seem to coherent with everything else. Make a Child Cry. Lots of energy, nice riffs. It's okay. Release the Flies. My favourite track on here. The drumming is excellent. The guitar riffs are good. It's a very good vocal by Flatus Maximus. Very good song. Parting shot. A great drum beat on the air. They're not heavy, they're just quite hollow, which gives it a different sort of atmosphere. Definitely a mixed bag, this album. It's got some really good tracks on and some pretty repetitive tracks. So I should give it an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay then, coming in at number 9, we have the 10th album, 2006, Beyond Hell. Odorous Orangus on lead vocals, Flatus Maximus on lead guitar, Bolsack the Jaws of Death on the rhythm, Beefcake the Mighty, which is now Todd Evans, Gizmat Degussa on the drums, and Matt McGuire, normally a slave Jucifer on the album, does the vocals as well. We get an intro, lots of wind, deepy voice, which goes straight into War Is All We Know. Lots of drums at the beginning of this. Great double bass drums on it. Real heavy metal on there. Murderer's Muse comes next. There's a little bit of chanting on here. Radio message. Lots of drums. Excellent track. Go to Hell. Brilliant bass line on this. It's the bass and the drums that carry this song. Excellent. I love the picks. Not a big fan of this. The drums are okay, but it just sort of fizzles out. Tormentor, love the guitar solo, and that's it. It's a bit of a mess, that one. Eighth Lock, best track on the album. The bass and drum line are in sync. The solo on this is excellent. Good track. Destroyed, bit of a crash bang wallop, all over the place. So, not a fan of that one. The Ultimate Bohab. The start of the song is a bit weird. It's just very mediocre. Bit of a filler track, that one, for me. The one that will not be named, another filler track. It's just repeating itself. Backing Crack, not very good. And they do a version of Alice Cooper's School out. Yeah, it's not very good. This is one of those albums that starts really well, and then all of a sudden the last 3-4 tracks are just very mediocre. But the first tracks are excellent, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.6. Okay, coming in at number 8, the 7th album from 1999, We Kill Everything. Odorous Orangus on lead vocals, Flatimus Maximus on the lead guitar, Bolsack the Jaws of Death on rhythm. Mike Bishop is now the bass and Beefcake the Mighty. Got Gizmat Degussa, Hunter Jackson is Corroder Moon, Danielle Stamp is Sly Menstra Hyman again, and Bob Gorman is Portal Potty. First track is called Baby Raider. I don't like the title of it, and it just puts me off of the song, full stop. Then we have a track called Fish Fuck. It's got some harmonising vocals. Yeah, the performer, excellent track. I love the guitar solo. It's very punky. I like that. Then we have a short history of the end of the world. It's an instrumental, and it's brilliant. I love heavy metal instrumentals, and that's good. Escape from Moose Lodge. I can't understand a damn word that's going on, so I gave up. Tune from Damoon, quite melodic. After the last track, you need something melodic. Vocals by Corroder Moon, very different, and I like it. Jiggle the Hand. You've got Corroder Moon, Portal Potty, Odor Ungarus, Beefcake the Mighty, and Sly Menstra Hyman singing on this. It's the best track on here. This song should have been released in 1977 because it's very punk and the vocals are fantastic on it. It's one of the best tracks they've ever done. Nitro Burning, Funny Bong. Strange track. That's alright though. Jagger Monster, super fast, great vocal delivery. I love that. My Girly Wise, which Sly Mr. Hyman does the vocal. She's got a great voice. It's a fantastic track. Second favourite on the album. The Master Has a Butt. The vocal delivery on here reminds me of what else Elvis Costello sang back in the day. For some reason, I don't know. We Kill Everything. It's a very strange track. It seems like 3 bits of ideas just put together, like hurriedly put together. Doesn't flow very well at all. Child. Nice guitar. I like that. Penal Drip. Quirky and a bit of fun. It's alright. Mary Ann. Reminds me of the Ramones. Friend, it's a very short, sharp sort of punk song. Excellent. And then the last track is an awful titled Fucking an Animal. I don't like I love the music, but the lyrics are just shocking. Now this album is quite punky in places, and I love it. Some of the names of the songs are unnecessary, but this is this band, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.8. Okay then, coming in at number 7, we have the third album released in 1992, America Must Be Destroyed. Urgerus Orangus on lead vocals. Mike Dirks is now the Bowl Cycle Jaws of Death on lead guitar. Mike Bishop is now Beefcake the Mighty. Brad Roberts on drums on Zygmunt Guster. Daniel Stamp, Salmester Hyman, and Chuck Vergara, Sex Executioner, spoken word. Hunter Jankser plays Edna P. Grambo, and so the first track on here is a little thing called Ham on Bone. It's a very aggressive noise, really. Cracking the Egg. Love the opening riff on this. It's got a great metal riff. Second favourite track on the album. Gorgor. I love the bass line. I keep saying Gorgor. It's quite fun. Have You Seen Me? So one of those sort of fast and furious starts, and then all of a sudden on the turn of a coin, in comes a more melodic song, and then it goes back into the fast and furious. Really good how they do that. The Morality Squad. Favourite track on here, vocals by Hunter Jackson or Edna P. Grambo. I love the female sound on it as well. Great drumming. America Must Be Destroyed, which is an instrumental. Too much going on, there's voice samples coming in. Gilded Lily. I love the vocal delivery on it. It's proper heavy metal like that. Poor Old Tom. The beginning of this reminds me of the start of an Alex Harvey sensational thing. The vocal delivery, how Alex used to do it, sort of storytelling. It's quite clever. I like that. Rock and roll never felt so good. The last band I'd expect to see a cowbell on the track, and there is. I love the trimming on this. It really works. Blimey, power metal, driving riffs, excellent. The Road Behind. It's got an acoustic guitar on it. It's very melodic. When you put a bit of acoustic guitar, it always adds something different. Pussy Planet. I quite like this. There's a little bit of interplay between Beefcake and Sly Menstra. It works. I like that. Pretty good album, actually. Got different styles of heavy metal on here. There's a couple of tracks, of course, that didn't do it for me. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 6, the 8th album from 2001, Violence Has Arrived. So, playing on here, we have got Odorous Orangus. Flatus Maximus is now Zach Blair. Bolsack the Jaws of Death. Casey Orr is Beefcake the Mighty. Zygmunt Guster on the drums. We've got Mansha Joshi with additional vocals on Beauteous Rot, sorry. So we got Hell Intro. I love the intros of heavy metal songs. Lots of guitars and effects, and that goes quite nicely into Battle Lust, straight into 100-mile-an-hour drumming track. Doesn't miss a beat. Excellent, great riffs. Abyss of Woe. I like the chunky sort of guitar on this. It's really different. The bass is great as well. A great guitar solo on that one. Antichrist. Very punk, but very good. The Apes of Wrath. It's just a typical sort of thrash metal riff. It's ferocious speed and a ferocious sort of guitar solo on it. It's okay. My favourite track on here is a little thing called Immortal Corruptor. The vocal delivery is great. The drum is good. It's got some great playing on there. Some nice little licks on the guitars. Then we have the Beauteous Rot. A little bit repetitive. It's okay. Then we have a short thing called Licksaw. It's one of them tracks where the vocalist is trying to catch up with the drummer. Bloody Mary, the vocal delivery is good. I love the hi-hats, cymbals on that, excellent. Bile Driver, very good bass line that really drives the song along. Good song. The Wheel, it's got a great riff, but it's got a squeaky guitar solo. It doesn't sound right. The Songs of Words. More like, I'm not very keen on it. It's more like a riff, metal rap. The last track, Happy Death Day. It's a great track. Lots of energy, lots of good riffs. Good way to end the album. Another solid album. It's got the metal rap on it, but the rest of the tracks are pretty good. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7.2. Coming in at number 5, we have the fourth album from 1994, This Toilet Earth. Got Odorous Orangus on the lead vocals. Peter Lee is Flatus Maximus. Bolsack the Jaws of Death. Michael Bishop is Beefcake the Mighty. Brad Roberts is Jimak D'Agusta on the drums. Daniel Stamp is Slimester Hyman. And Scott Crowell is Skullface. First track is called Saddam A Go-Go. It's got brass instruments on this. And believe it or not, it really works right at the beginning. Then we have a track called Penis I See. The lyrics are quite funny, actually. It's quite a fun track. Eat Steel. Punk influence here. It's 1 minute 28. Just a proper punk song. It's so powerful. Jack the World. Again, it's very punk rock. Although it is metal. Sound of Commando. Second favourite track on here. It's got an excellent guitar piece in this and a great vocal delivery. On the money. Bad Bad Men. Great bass line. Drives the song along. Some of that bass playing reminds me of Chris Walton's home of Muse. Like in Hysteria and that sort of bass line. It's excellent. Pepperoni. Bit of a filler track. It's only 1 minute long. But my favourite track is the Insidious Soquility of Skullfaced. It's a little bit different. There's clarinet on it. It's a bizarre vocal and some strings. Really off a bit of a white elephant, but it's the best thing on the album. Then we have a track called BDF. Starts off with a tinny bass line, and it doesn't get much better. It's not the best track on the album. Fight. 56 seconds of nothing. The Issue of Tissue, Space Cake. One of my favourites. I think it's got a really different flow to it. It's heavy metal, but it's a strange sort of sound. Pocket Paul. This has got a lot of the bass and guitar work around. There's a little bit of tapping on the drums. It's a different track. Slap You Around. I love the counting at the beginning. Proper rock and roll. It's just got a great track with great riffs. Crackdown. A little bit of a filler. Not very good. Filthy Throw. The drumming's okay, and that's all I like about it. And the last track is the Obliteration of the Flab Quav 7-inch. Certainly got that last feel of the last track on the album. 16 tracks on here. I think 3 should have been put off. I think this album would have been a bit higher if it weren't for the filler, because it sort of breaks the flow on this one. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.3. Okay then, coming in at number 4, 9th album from 2004, War Party. Marks the first studio album with Corey Smoot, and the first 2 albums that featured Todd Evans as Mighty Beefcake. So we've got Odorous Orangus on the lead vocals, Flatterous Maximus, which is Corey Smoot on lead guitar, Balsack the Jaws of Death, Todd Evans is the Mighty Beefcake, and Brad Roberts is your Mac DeGusta. Bring back the bomb. I do like this. The drumming from Brad Roberts, very underrated drummer. Great. Love the hi-hats in, well, interesting vocal. Cross Ticker. Some nice guitar riffs on this one. Lots of shredding. I like a good track with shredding. A Womb with a View. It's a Greek gravelly vocal. I really like that. Decay of Grandeur. It's an interesting vocal delivery. It's got some really good riffs on it again. My favourite track on this one is War Party. It's got that signature sort of power metal drum roll on it. The bass is fantastic as well. Good track. Bone Snappers. The Face of Slain. One of the most melodic tracks I've heard them do. It's really put together now. It's got a lovely solo on it. A good track. Lost God. The riff is a little bit repetitive. It seems like it's the only riff they know. It just makes it boring. The Regenerator. I love the opening part. The drum and the bass is fantastic. The repertoire between them is real good. It's the vocal that lets this one down. The Bonus Plan, 1 minute and 16. It's just, I don't see the point of some of these tracks. You Can't Kill Terror. I love the guitar solo on it. That's about it. Fistful of Teeth. Meaty riffs, good vocal, good track to end the album. Pretty solid album. I do find some of the little short bits strange and unnecessary, but it's still a good listen, so I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, coming in at number 3 from 1988, the debut album Hell O. Playing on here is Odorous Orangus on lead guitar. Dewey Rowell is Flatterous Maximus. Steve Douglas is Balsack the Jaws of Death. Michael Bishop is the Beefcake the Mighty. Rob Mosby is Nipulus Erectus on drums, and Don Drikuch is Techno Destructro on one of the lead songs. First track is Time for Death. It's got a lot of war sounds. It's got some great vocals here from Dave Brocky. Excellent track. And then we have a track called A-E-I-O-U. Very punk riff, short, 1 minute 25. Really good. Americanized. It's got a Motorhead feel to this. It's a very short track, but it's very Motorhead, especially the bass line. I'm in Love with a Dead Dog. Great vocal, strange track. Slutman City, my favourite track on here. I love the roar of the bass going through this. Really works well. World O' Filth. Another short track. It's got lots of punk overtones on it. It's very powerful. War Toy. Again, it's short, sharp, very punk. Good track. Captain Crunch. Now this is a little bit more melodic. It's interesting. It's the first sort of melodic track on here, and it really works. Pure as the Arctic Snow. What a bass line on this. It just powers the song all the way through. Je m'appelle Gusto. There's bongos on it. It just doesn't fit into this album at all. It's a good track, but it doesn't fit on here. The Gwar theme. I love the solo on this. I love the drum as well. Bone Meal. 42 seconds of nothing. Ollie North. It's just a simple riffs, and it seems like it just stops. They run out of ideas on it. Techno song, great, one of the better songs on here. It's got a different vocalist. It's got Techno Destructo, sorts of showmanship, pretty good. Then we have a track called You Ain't Shit, short sharp track. I love the drums again. I love this one, it's really good. And then we have the last track, Rock and Roll Party Town, a great track to end the album, great bass line, lots of grueling riffs. Now there's 16 tracks on here, but the album's only 38 minutes. I like this album, it's got a funky sound to it, quite raw, so I'm going to give it a RTO ranking of 7.6. Coming in at number 2, the second album from 1990, Scumdogs of the Universe. It's Odus Arungus on lead vocals, Flatulus Maximus on lead guitar, Bolsack the Jaws of Death on rhythm, Beefcake Mighty on bass, Zermatt Gusto on drums, Daniel Stamp, first appearance as Slymenster Hyman, Chuck Varga, Executioner, Don Ducci plays CZP Martin. The Salamizer is the first track, and it's my favourite track. It's got a bit of a early Metallica feel to it. It's an excellent track. Maggots. It starts off with lots of flies sounds, then the drum beats comes in. I just think it's just plug-in and go stuff. Excellent. Sick of You, second favourite track on here. The opening riff catches you straight away. Another great vocal as well. Slaughterama. It's more of a speaking vocal from Sleazy P Martini. It's fun. It's quite good. The Years Without Light. Another powerful drumming performance on here. Punchy riffs. Excellent track. King Queen. Really gritty metal riffs on here. The bass line is super as well. Horror of Yig. It's about just over 5 minutes. I think the guitar work needs to be a little bit more sharper. It sort of sounds like it's someone practicing. It doesn't work. Vlad the Impaler. It's alright. Not the best track on here. Black and Huge. It's interesting but really melodic at the same time. Love Surgery, the drums are fantastic. It's got a gloomy, doomy Black Sabbath feel to it. It's an excellent track. Death Pod, it's dominated by an excellent bass line that drives the song along. It's mighty vocals as well. Sex Executioner, another good track. Solid all the way through. Cool Place to Park, one of my favourites on here. The drums and the guitar work is brilliant on it. A really, really good album. Got some pretty good singing. They've all had a crack at the singing on here. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.8. But in this long and interesting look at Gwar, I came to the fact that my favourite album, my number one, is their fifth album from 1995. And it's called Ragnarök. Dave Brocky, Odorous Orangus. We've got Pete Lee, who's Flatulus Maximus. Mike Dirks is Bolsack, the Jaws of Death on this. Casey Orr, Beefcake the Mighty. Brad Roberts, Zermatt Gusto. Muzel, Dave Muzel on keyboards. Daniel Stamp, Slymenster Hyman. Chuck Vergara, Executioner on here. Don Duckett reprises the CZB Martini vocals. And Jackson plays Cardinal Sin. And then Jenna Anderson just does backing vocals. First track on here is a brilliant track called Meat Sandwich. The bass and the guitar, they sort of entwine around each other, and then the drum comes in and really takes it into another place. The New Plague. Love the bass line on this. It just rocks. Good track. War Ghoul. I love the vocals on this. Not like my voice. Excuse me. Right, just like the vote is a very controlled aggression vocal. Ragnarök, band sang by the Sexecutioner. I like this. I love the bass line as well. Really dirty. Talking of dirty, we've got Dirty Filthy. There's so many elements of this. You've got a really good meaty bass line. And you've got this vocal. It's very Frank Zappa sort of delivery of a vocal. It's really good. Stalin's organs, cracking track, great drums. The middle bit is really good as well because you get this chills guitar solo. Knife in Your Gits. It's a short track, but the bit in the middle where you get one riff into another, the flawless changeover, excellent. Think You Ought to Know This. This is vocals by CCP Martini. Interesting track again. The best thing, it's got a great guitar solo and bass, excellent. Martyrdom, my favourite track on here. It's a bit different. It's got a nice sound. I think the bass and drum work well together. And what a superb vocal delivery. Then we have Nudged, which is very punk. The drumming on it is awesome. Fire in the Loins. This is a vocal between Odorous Orangus and Slymenster Hyman. When these two sing together, it's really good. Danielle has got a great voice. Great song. Surf of Sin, sang by Cardinal Singh. Second favourite track on here. The drumming's very like Wipeout. That sort of rolling thing. Great vocal. Then we have Crush, Kill, Destroy. Vocals by Beefcake the Mighty. I love the vocals on this. It's fast, it's furious as well. I think it's whoever does the vocals on this has got it just right. And then the last track, None But the Brave. Interesting track. It's got that sort of Metal Gods Judas Priest feel to it. And I love it. It's really good. I think this one's my favourite album because it's got so much diverse of rock. We've got punky, we've got metal, you've got classic rock on here. It's not one bad track on this album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. Right, I must apologise. My voice seemed to got worse through this one. But I braved through. Yeah, there is a little break in it because I had to cough and clear my throat, or I'd have just sounded like some of the vocals on some of their songs. Anyway, hopefully I'll be better for tomorrow because we've got the second semi-final of Battle Royale. It's the one between the two Who songs, Substitute and Won't Get Fooled Again. And we're going to be taking a wander down the sidewalk tomorrow, and we're going to look at the US Top 10 for April the 3rd, 1962. So have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.